How's it going, everyone? In this video, I want to highlight a bit of a gem that was released earlier this year on the PlayStation Store for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, and that is a game called Strayed Lights, also available on PC, as well as Nintendo Switch and Xbox Series X and S and Xbox One, so really running the gamut of all platforms. It's a pretty unique game with an incredible, gorgeous art style that is one of the standouts of the game and immediately captured my attention. While it can look a little bit simple, at the same time it's incredibly colorful and vibrant in its art direction, mixing up a couple of different locales that all look incredibly vibrant. Along with that, you have a great soundtrack that creates a very immersive experience and an atmospheric experience as well. That element of the game they absolutely nail. And then you also have a pretty unique combat system, which a lot of it is reminiscent of a Souls-like game. Do not worry if you're not a fan of challenging games, because this is very much not a challenging title. It has a little bit of difficulty here and there, especially with some of the boss fights, but the combat style itself is super unique, centering more so around the parrying mechanics of the game, and you alternate between colors blue and orange, and these are the colors you'll alternate throughout depending on the attack your enemy is throwing at you. So if it's a blue attack, you want to alternate to blue and then parry. If you time the parry, you'll block the attack, as well as restoring health if you do have health to restore. That is the most powerful parry you can do. If you parry with the opposite color, you can still block the attack, but you won't get the health restoration. There are also going to be times when the enemy attacks with a purple move, and that is an unblockable attack that you'll have to dodge with the B button. That'll allow you to dash. Sounds kind of simple on the surface, and it is relatively simple. All you're doing is changing colors, but what this does is it allows for a variety of different attack patterns and keeps you on the move. And while there isn't a ton of different attack patterns, like when you fight a boss, they kind of go through the same attack patterns, but you still have to be on your toes, switching from orange, then blue, then realizing, oh, a purple attack is coming, then you have to dodge. It keeps you engaged into the battle system, and I found it a rather well done battle system where you do center around the parrying as the core mechanic of the game. Now, parrying isn't the only thing to do. With the right trigger button, you can also do a standard attack, but this will more slowly deplete the enemy gauge. You also have some special abilities that you can utilize. For example, one will just stun all of your surrounding enemies for a lengthy period of time, and then you can attack with the right trigger button. There's another ability that for the duration that it's active, which is a little bit of time, but you'll essentially be allowed to block with both colors enabled, and that'll make blocking and parrying a little bit more simplistic. So it's a unique marriage of styles with the parrying and the combat itself. And there's various upgrades you can get, and when you talk about the exploration, there is, you know, mostly a linear experience here, but you can go off the beaten path and get some items that are gonna lend you some help in upgrading your stats and whatnot, but it's very minor in that regard. But exploration is there to a little bit of a degree. And then there are some pretty simple platforming sections which aren't gonna blow you away. They're fine, but it is a nice break from the action when you do have these platforming sections and you can just take in the scenery, and I thought that was pretty well done. Ultimately, the issue with this game is the $25 price tag. This is a very short game that you can complete in around 4 hours, maybe a little bit less than that. Replayability is at a minimum. Maybe you'll want to go back and play it again, but, you know, $25 is a hefty price tag. Ultimately, I can't say that I would recommend the game at its full price tag, but it's absolutely one I would keep wishlisted, and if you find it for, let's say, $15 or less, $10 around that range, it might be a worthwhile buy. Or if you just like the look and style of the game and you're okay with spending a premium for a shorter game, maybe at that point the full $25 isn't going to irk you that much, but definitely from a content standpoint, lacking a little bit, but had an enjoyable time with it, with the beautiful visuals and the colorful, distinctive look, along with the soundtrack, coupled with a relatively unique combat system that isn't super challenging, but did keep me on my toes. Overall, had a good time with Strayed Lights, and I'd give it a recommendation on sale, given the length of the game. That'll do it for me. Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. Sound off there. A low-key gem on the PlayStation Store in Strayed Lights. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.